Please remember to like this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video. Also, in the description of this video, you can find my compiled link. Through there, you can find my YouTube channel, Patreon, email, Your Playmat affiliate link, TCG Player affiliate link, Discord, Twitter, TikTok, and Non-Magic the Gathering YouTube channel, the CJ. Thank you for watching. How's it going, everybody? CJ here, back with another video. We're doing a first thoughts today. This first thought is on Jetmir, Nexus of Revels. This is basically a mini Crater Hoof in the Commander for Naya. I like this a lot. This seems like a very powerful card. So, if you have 3 or more creatures, you're getting +1, +0, and Vigilance to all your creatures. If you've got 6 or more creatures, you're getting +2, +0, Vigilance, and Trample to all your creatures. If you've got 9 or more creatures, you're getting +3, +0, Vigilance, Trample, Double Strike to all of your creatures. This is insane. This is literally just like Crater Hoof in the command zone. Like, you can very easily build up a board big enough to kill people very quickly with this commander. I love it. Super cool. The best way to build this commander, I think, is going to be in a token strategy. So that's going to be the bulk of this video, is talking about a big token strategy, cards to make tokens, cards that work well with tokens, stuff like that. Then a bunch of one-off cards, and then we have a secondary strategy, and in the 99. So yeah, we're just hopping straight into this. Jetmir, Nexus of Revels. First category I'm going to be talking about is token generators. Cards that create tokens at a very good rate in Naya. So, we've got cards like Scoot Swarm. Seems amazing. That can get out of control and snowball so fast. Arasta of the Endless Web. Dragon Broodmother. Really, really nice. Assemble the Legion. March of the Multitudes. Instant speed, convoke, good stuff there. Call the Coppercoats, another instant speed card, very good. Benevolent Offering. Curious Herd, that's a card that I haven't really seen get a lot of play, but it seems very good in this deck because you can basically, like, instant speed, suddenly have a board that will suddenly have a 9+ creature board very easily. That seems very powerful. Cloud Goat Ranger and Deep Forest Hermit have some great ETBs to create some creatures. There's a bunch of Elspeths. Elspeth, Sun's Champion, Sun's Nemesis, and Tyrell all seem great. They just poop out tokens very easily. Plus, Sun's Champion's got a board wipe on it, which is nice. Promise of the Bunry seems pretty good. You've got Geist Honored Monk, Goblin War Party, along with You See a Pair of Goblins. High utility cards there. I like those a lot. Your Battlesphere seems good. Another good ETB creature. Oakham Ranger is pretty good. You've got Regal Caracal as another ETB creature. Tristani Discordant, also a Lord. Rise of the Hobgoblins seems pretty interesting. Good token creator there, and doesn't see a lot of play, so this could be a cool home for it. Avenger Zendikar can just outright win you the game. Like, you play Avenger, you're suddenly going to have a board of 9, almost guaranteed. Usually when you play Avenger, you're going to have like 6 to 9 lands in play already. So, boom, all those plant tokens. Boom, your commander. Boom, the actual Avenger. Huge board. You can win the game next turn. Very easily. Silverwing Squadron seems pretty good here. Great token generator there. If you go heavy on land ramp, Rampaging Baloth seems nice. And that also pairs well with Scoot Swarm. Then you have cards like Geared. Very good there. It lets you populate. Creates a big Rhino. Good stuff. And then you have cards like Second Harvest and Rice the Redeemed. These can just outright win you the game. Like, you have Second Harvest in hand, and you've got 4 tokens and Jetmir in play. Just wait until your opponent's end step, because it's instant speed, and boom, you suddenly have 9 creatures on your board. You untap, and you can kill somebody very easily. Risk the Redeemed, very similar, but it's more telegraphed. And then Thundershoot Dryad, awesome card here. Just poops out tokens every turn. Love that. Next up, I'm going to talk about some cards that work really well with a token strategy. Intangible Virtue, give your tokens +1/+1 in Vigilance. Seems pretty good. It's only 2 mana Lord, so that's nice. And the Vigilance is good if you're earlier in the game. Divine Visitation, amazing. Just instead of having your Avengers Zendikar make 8 plants, have them make 8 angels. That seems pretty good, right? I think so. Then you got Amara Tandris. Give your stuff basically indestructible because your tokens can't really die. That seems great. Like, I believe it's combat damage that it negates, which is still very, very good. Let me double check that. Prevent all damage that we deal. So anything besides an actual board wipe, basically, or targeted removal, that's anything damage based, your creatures will survive. That's really nice, good for your tokens. And you got Prava, just a cool lord. It poops out tokens. Gives your tokens a huge butt. You got Vigilance, so that's nice. And yeah, good stuff. Next thing I'm talking about, token doublers. Doubling Season, Anointed Procession, Parallel Lives, and Primal Vigor should all be auto-includes in this deck. They're just going to really escalate your game so fast. You're going to run away with the game with one of these in play and a good token generator. And lastly, for the token stuff, a lot of the creatures that I talked to, or a lot of the token generators that I talked about are ETB creatures, where they enter the battlefield and create a bunch of tokens. So cards like Ephemerate, Cloud Shift, Teleportation Circle, and Conjurer's Closet could all be really nice in this deck. Also, Cloud Shift and Ephemerate can be used as a little more utility too, because you can instant speed protect something from getting hit with targeted removal, which is nice. So it's got a little extra utility there. Next up, we're going to talk about all the one-off cards. There's a bunch of like small categories here. So the first one, Death Touch. If you get 9 creatures in play, you're getting Double Strike. That means Death Touch is going to be very powerful for you. Just because whatever, like, you don't have to worry about your stuff dying, and everything that your creatures hit will die. So cards like Boanilia, Sereth, and Somberwalled Beastmaster all seem pretty fantastic in this deck. Aura Shards seems like a no-brainer. You're making so many tokens. This thing's just going to be able to control all the artifacts and enchantments in the game. Helm of the Host seems really good. Double Jetmir's abilities. That seems great. Just getting extra pumps. I'd like that. And it counts as tokens. So any of your token generators will like that. And it adds to your creature count. So the Jetmirs would like that. And you got cards to deal damage just by having creatures appear. Like Perforos, Impact Tremors, and Terror of the Peaks. All of those. No-brainer additions. Skull Clamp seems amazing, especially if you're going with the small token route, because it's just card draw. Also, Jetmir doesn't boost the toughness, so your 1/1s, your 1/1 tokens, even if you have 9 tokens in play, they're 3/1s or 4/1s. So, still that is Skull Clamp, so you can still draw cards off them. That's a nice synergy. You got Timeless Witness. This is just a good card to get stuff out of your graveyard. Plus, and when you recast it from your graveyard, it comes in as a token, eternalize it, and that's awesome. It just adds to your strategies, adds to your synergies, and also just brings stuff back for you. Then we have some cards that work really well with the keywords that Jetmir provides. So Vigilance. You got Frondland Felidar. That's a pretty cool card that you can throw into this deck that will help you protect yourself early game. Then you have cards that work well with Trample, like Quartzwood Crasher, make more tokens, awesome. And Stonebrow Crozen Hero, just pump up your creatures. Who doesn't like that? Unfortunately, they couldn't find any good cards that synergize really well, specifically with Double Strike as a keyword. But maybe there's some out there. If there are, please comment them down below. Next up is some card draw outlets. Like, there's some very good ways to draw cards when you have a big token strategy. Those include Shamanic Revelation, Orin Frostfang, Toski, Idol of Oblivion, and Rite of Harmony. All of those cards seem auto-includes in a deck. Like, these are going to be super powerful cards and will generate you tons of card advantage. The next stuff I want to talk about is just some good Populate cards. Just cards that you're going to want the effects anyways in your deck, and why not have the version that has Populate stapled to it so you can make more tokens. Those include Sundering Growth and Rootborn Defenses. Hour of Reckoning seems like a no-brainer addition for board wipes. Just blows up everything that's not a token. You're going to be super heavy on tokens, so why not? Then some other ways, just in case Jetmir alone is not enough of a win con, you can also throw in cards like Gahiji, Triumph of the Hordes, Actual Crater Hoof, Iroas, Akroma's Will, and Return of the Wild Speaker. All of those great additional win cons. Especially like Return of the Wild Speaker, because it's got the utility of card draw as well. Akroma's Will has the utility of protecting your board as well. Triumph of the Hordes can really expedite the win because of Infect. Another category I want to talk about are cards that create tokens that aren't creatures, because you already have all this token benefiting stuff, so why not have some other token generators? Cards like Dockside Extortionist, Old Gnawbone, and Smothering Tithe could all put in tons of work and ramp you a lot, especially if you have like Doubling Season in play, which you're going to want to have anyways. And the last one-off card I want to talk about is Path of Metal. This is a card that I really like. I think it's a really cool card, and I think that this is the best deck I've seen yet to play it, because it triggers off of creatures with Vigilance. So, really easy to trigger with Jetmir. And next, we're going to talk about the extra little categories, like the extra little category about other ways you can build this deck. I'm thinking Tribal. This could make a good Tribal commander for a lot of go-wide tribes. Tribes like if you want to do Naya Goblins, I think this is probably the best Naya Goblins commander. Naya Cats. It's between this and Rin and Siri for the best Naya Cats commander. But this should also be in Rin and Siri. I think this is a fantastic card for that deck. Elves. If you want to go Naya Elves, this seems pretty cool. Naya Humans and Naya Beasts. All those are very big go-wide strategies, and Jetmir can really help to push those to give them a win con. And then in the 99, seems good in Gishath. I would have said Dinosaurs in the Tribes section, but Gishath is just so much better for Dinosaurs, and so I think this is good in Gishath. Rin and Seri, I already mentioned. Girad, good addition in that deck. Rith, great addition there. Any Tana Bloodsower partner decks that include white, like that. And also Najila, seems fantastic there. And one other tribe that it's good with, but it's definitely not the best commander for that tribe, and that's Slivers. Slivers is all about getting really big board states, so this could be really good in the Slivers deck by giving everything a buff and some specific keywords. I like that. And that is everything I have for Jetmir, Nexus of Revels. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace out, everybody.